Okay, so we found the final velocity, 90 meters over time 1, and we found the acceleration, 90 meters over t1 squared, but we don't know t1. That's the next step. Um, we had before this idea of 2 being delta x over v. So, um, also we know that t2 is 10 seconds minus t1. So now we can have that in terms of t1. So let's look at this. We have, we can write this as delta x 2 equals TV. But I'm not watching TV right now. I am just doing fantastic, outstanding, enjoyable, wonderful physics. T2 times velocity 2, the second velocity, which is the same as the final velocity, right? So we can replace T2 with 10 seconds minus T1. Let's do that now. Okay, so 10 seconds minus T1. V2. Now, we can also replace V2. So I'm just going to use the handy dandy eraser. Let's plug in the velocity 2, which is the same thing as the final velocity of the first part of the race. 90 meters over t1. We actually know what delta x is. It's 55 meters. So only unknown we can solve for t1. In the interest of time, I'm just going to go straight to after doing all the algebra, this is what t1 looks like. So it's let me get this right. Okay. Nine, 10. Well, plugging in all the numbers, you get 900 meters seconds. Meters, not meters per second, but meters times second, divided by 145 meters. So you get 6.06896.552 seconds. Great. So we found the time, and that's a major step, because now that we know the time, we could plug that in to acceleration, which is 90 meters over t squared, t1 squared. So that gives us 2.337 6 1 ad infinitum meters per second squared. The velocity was final velocity, which was also the second part of the race, was AT1. So if you plug that in, plug this in for A, plug this in for T, you get 14.5 meters per second, or in sig figs, it looks like there are 2, so the correct answer is 15 meters per second. Now I'm putting this one in sig figs because part B asks for this specifically. So we still need to do part A. Part A is finding the force. Force equals mass times acceleration. We plug 66 kilograms for mass, and this for the acceleration comes out to 154.183 repeating newtons, which is 1.5 times 10 to the 2 newtons. And that is part A.